Good morning, guys. Guess what day it is? It is Aggravate Your Wife Day.
Shake the car day.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl!
Which can only mean one thing. It means food. It means commercials. It means
Fellowship.
more food. And it means a little bit of football. And then it means more food and fellowship. And so we are going to headed to church this morning. We're going to have a great worship service. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to make some snacks for the Super Bowl party that we're going to have at church tonight. One, you probably have a variation of the sausage dip. I mean, I think everybody has their own variation of that. I'm going to throw that together. But then I'm also going to make artichoke dip. And let me tell you, it is to die for. And I mean, literally, because it's not fat free. So we are going to enjoy making some artichoke dip in just a little bit after church. Jesus first. Okay guys, I'm back home from church and it's time to get snack making. And what I'm going to show and demonstrate for you right now is the artichoke dip. But first, I kind of wanted to tell you about the sausage dip. I'm sure you have some form of variation of that recipe. A lot of people use Velveeta cheese, some people use cream cheese. I'm just going to tell you how I did it. And my technique today was different, but I love it. It was so much easier. Normally, I just fry my sausage, take it out of the pan, put the cream cheese in the pan, melt it, add the Rotel tomatoes, and so forth. But since I'm taking it to an event and I'm making 2 batches, and I've got a little while, and I was thinking I would have a little while, but I really didn't need it because it melted really quick. I put it in a crock pot. What I did was I went ahead and stuck my cream cheese in the crock pot with just a little bit of water and I turned it on high. I came over here and I started browning my sausage. While my sausage was browning, I poured the Rotel tomatoes in the crock pot. As soon as the sausage was done, I dumped it in there, mixed it. It's already melted and ready to go. I thought I was going to have to leave it on high or low until time to go, but I'm just turning it on warm. So it is completely ready. This is how I do it. I did a double batch. So I browned up 2 pounds of breakfast sausage. We use Niece's. So I did 2 pounds of sausage, 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes, the regular, tomatoes with chilies. I don't get the hot, I just get the regular. Or it may be mild. Let me see. It's original. Rotel tomatoes with chilies and green chilies. And then 2 blocks of cream cheese. That's it. You serve it on tortilla chips. I know you have a variation of that recipe. If not, I'm sure you've tasted it. So, now to my star, my artichoke dip. And let me tell you, I'm making a double batch of that, so don't have a heart attack. First of all, let me tell you, there is nothing low fat about this diet. Like, if you have high cholesterol, you might want to stay away. But you can splurge just once. But anyway, it is high fat. And I'm making a double batch. So when I tell you how much mayonnaise I'm putting in this, y'all are going to have a heart attack. But anyway, since I'm making a double batch, I'm putting 2 cups. And I may do slightly less than 2 cups. But the recipe, just a regular original recipe, is just 1 cup of mayonnaise. And in the description below, I'll give you just a regular recipe. I am, because we're doing it for a big part. Well, we don't know how big the party's going to be, but church, I'm making a double batch. So, let me get started on dipping out mayonnaise. I even got a second jar out because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. So, let me dip this out. I'll bring you right back. Okay, guys, so we have the mayonnaise down here in our bowl. And so now, what I'm going to go in with is 16 ounces of mozzarella cheese. You want 16 ounces of mozzarella. You want 2 cups, and I don't have quite 2 cups of Parmesan, so I'm going to go in with a half a cup of like powder. I got this shredded, and I'm going to finish it off with my powdered Parmesan. So you've got mozzarella, 16 ounces of mozzarella, and I'm going in with 2 cups of Parmesan. This will only be a cup and a half, so I'm going to finish it off with the spaghetti kind of Parmesan. Let me get that out of the refrigerator. I finished off a mayonnaise and a Parmesan. Alright, let me get a big spatula here. And let's stir this together. It's kind of stiff at this point, but that's okay. It's gonna get really loose when it melts. Let me go ahead and preheat my oven to 350. We'll go ahead and get that. All right. So now what we're going to do, and we'll set that aside for just a minute. Now remember, I'm making a double batch. So I have 2 jars of marinated artichoke hearts. And I'm just going to drain, put them through this little strainer here. And then I'm going to dump them out here. And I'm going to do that to this other jar. I get the marinated because that just adds some flavor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a quick coarse chop. Not a fine chop. I want to get them in little bitty pieces to spread it around. But not, did I say little bitty pieces? I want them in smaller pieces so everybody gets a bite of artichoke. But I don't want it to be minced or anything. That's perfect right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add this over here into the bowl of cheese and mayonnaise. And we're going to pour out our other artichoke hearts. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to run this knife through. All right. So there we go. All right. Let me bring our bowl of cheese back over here. Oh, they smell so good. Smells so good. All right. Set that over there out of the way. And you gotta have some muscles to stir this. Alright, now it's time to season it up just a little bit. Let me wipe my hands off. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not going to put any salt or pepper in there, but I am going to sprinkle some garlic powder. Good little amount. I'm also going to grab the Texas Pete, which is not made in Texas, by the way. It is made in North Carolina. And it was made up in Winston, close to where I used to live. And I'm going to put a good few dashes of that in there. One last ingredient, some Worcestershire sauce, however you say it. A few little dashes of that, just to kind of give it a little something, something. And you want to just mix all this up really, really the best you can. It's hard and stiff, but we're going to mix it the best we can. And then we're going to get our pan. And spray it. Alright, I think that's good. Let me go grab my pan and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm going to take my dish and you don't really need to do this because there's so much cheese. There's so much fat in this, but I'm just protecting my pan. We're going to spray that dish. And I'm just going to take my bowl here and take this artichoke. I mean, it's really nothing but cheese and mayonnaise and artichoke hearts and a little bit of seasoning. All right. So let's get this pressed down and shaken together. It's Sunday. I got to do a little preaching on here. Pressed down and shaken together. All right. So we've got it pressed down. It's going to go into a 350 oven for about 25 minutes. I'm going to scrape off the inside, get all that goodness out. So this is for our Super Bowl get together. Now I know by the time you guys watch this, the Super Bowl will be long gone. And we'll know who won and all that good stuff. But I could care less. My team's not in it this year. So I really could care less about the game. Because it's not my team. But I know that some of you may like the 49ers. And some of you may like the Chiefs. But, so just, I really am interested. It's ready. I'm interested in what you're eating. So how about in the comments below, leave me a message what you did for the Super Bowl and what kind of snacks you prepared. You may be fixing something I haven't thought about. We're going to have wings at the church. I know a couple of us are making the sausage dip. And now I have artichoke dip. So it's going in for about 25 to 30 minutes. We'll get it out. I'm going to taste it for you, but I'm not going to, let me tell you how I normally eat it. I get a French baguette and I slice it up into slices, drizzle olive oil, and I bake them in the oven. Just get them, they're chewy, but they're crusty on the outside, but they're still got a good soft bite to them. And I'm gonna, that's what I eat the artichoke on, artichoke dip. But I'm not gonna fix that till I get to church, and I probably will be so busy I won't think to record it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna taste it on a tortilla chip that I have here, or I have some pita bread. I may just cut off a little piece of pita bread. But it is so good. I mean, it's like sinfully good. I'm fixing something sinful on Sunday. But anyway, y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what you eat for Super Bowl while this is baking. Alright. It'll be out in just a second. Literally. Okay guys, it's ready to come out of the oven.
I can't taste it now.
Brian said, I can't taste it now. It's because it's scalding hot.
Burn my tongue. I still have damage from yesterday from the broccoli casserole. Look right there.
That hurt that.
No, no. If you guys could have smell-o-vision or smell a computer, the Parmesan in that smells heavenly. Look at that sizzle right there. See that old fat right on top?
That fat.
From the mayonnaise and the Parmesan cheese.
Okay, this is not the best way to eat it, but it is one way to eat it. The best way, like I said, is on French bread.
Let it cool and make some French bread.
I'm gonna do that at church.
Okay, that's fine.
And I want to taste it now.
Okay, here we go. She's gonna taste it now. I'm gonna watch her. Because it's hot.
It's like bubbling hot.
Oh, it's like heated like 7 times hotter than the fiery furnace hot.
Y'all can see that cheese.
Just dripping.
I'm not going to eat that.
This is one of my faves right here.
Yeah. And the broccoli casserole from the other day, go check it out. That is by far his favorite side. Get that hair out of my face. I have this hair is like curled and it curls towards my face.
I don't have a problem with hair in my face.
Alright, I'm going to put a little bit on a chip. But y'all, remember, the best way to eat this is on French bread.
Do you know why they call it French bread?
Because it's, I don't know.
I don't either.
I thought that was a test. We couldn't wait.
Do that again. Look right there. See the artichoke and the cheese.
So good. Ooh wee. How am I gonna get that out? He dropped the spoon. Ow!
But when you put it on that French bread, that little crusty.
They can't see your face.
When you put it on that little crusty French bread, it just makes it pop. It works together. So anyway.
But this is delicious.
Delicious. Very fattening, okay? If you're on your 56 day or your keto stuff.
Well, keto would be okay for keto.
This may not work for you.
Keto it would.
But anyway.
You just couldn't have the French bread.
It works for us. So anyway, here is a great little Super Bowl treat or a good little Christmas party treat or just a little office party treat. Whatever you need to do. You can pour the drenching fat content off the top of it.
The cheese is just stringing.
Yeah. What happens is it's the cheese has some fat
from the cheese.
The cheese and fat from the mayonnaise. And so you can pour some of that off the top. But I'm telling you, this right here is thebomb.com. We really love it. Right there, you see there's artichoke. We really love it. There's some restaurants around here that serve something very similar to it, but it's not near as good as the farming pastor's
And if
wife.
you wanted to add a box of chopped spinach to that, that would make it great. You just want to defrost it and squeeze all the liquid out of the spinach and add that in. That'd be
I'm going to
perfect.
get her to do that next time. Add some spinach, and that would send it over to you. You get the acidity from those marinated artichokes that just culminate with the flavor from that Parmesan cheese.
You were supposed to only take one bite.
In a minute. Well, anyway,
That's number 3.
I'm still talking to them. And so, they need to watch me sample it. And so the acidity from the marinated artichokes along with the creaminess of the mayonnaise and the cheese just really sends it over the top. So,
it's delicious. I haven't made it in a while, and I'm not sure why. Unless the little heart fella here, his little ticker don't need it.
That is really good. I don't know that we've seen that made.
I haven't done that.
Yeah, and so you guys need to try this, okay? Very inexpensive to make. You can make this.
I used to make it every year at Christmas, and I haven't done a video. This is the first video I've
Artichoke
done.
hearts are like $3.30 a can, so it takes 2 of them.
Get them cheaper at Audi.
And then you get a bag. You make this thing for $9. And so this right here would be a great little hors d'oeuvre or a little party favor that you serve. Not party favor, but you know what I'm saying. At your get-togethers. And this would really separate you from the mundane, normal Super Bowl stuff to just taking it up a notch. You know what I mean? Is she counting? She shouldn't count. Anyway. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you have enjoyed your Sunday afternoon with us. Had a great day at church today. Great spirit. Check us out on social media, Browers Wesleyan. On social media, Browers Wesleyan. I'm in the middle of what's called a unity series. I'm talking about unity in the body of Christ, unity at home, unity at work. I take each one of the letters, the U, the N, the I, the T, and the Y, and I assess a biblical word or biblical principle and perspective to that. And the first one was united. We're united around the cause, or united around truth and a mission and vision. The second was we are to experience and give never-ending love and never-ending hope from Jesus. The I was integrity. Last week was integrity, and today was the T, which is thoughtfulness. We're called to be kindly affectionate one to another. And if we are just thoughtful to other people and not count how many chips and how much artichoke dip they eat, we need to be very thoughtful, okay? And not give me a complex that I'm gaining weight or getting heavy or anything like that, because I can eat more than 4, okay?
He will too, let me tell you.
Is this 5 or 4?
That's probably 5.
But then what? Let's really go. If you want to kick it up a notch, you can
add more hot sauce.
Add some more buffalo sauce, and that will just really take it up another notch as well.
And more garlic. You add whatever you want to. Some green onions would be good.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. We appreciate you guys allowing us to come into your home and to share this day with you. We don't get to do a lot of this stuff together because I'm busy, she's busy. But we do appreciate all your feedback, all your recommendations. And she does her best to respond to all of you that she can. And we appreciate it all. So have a great Sunday afternoon, great Super Bowl. It doesn't matter who wins. It's not going to affect me tomorrow anyway. I still got to go to work. But anyway, we know this, that here down on the farm,
if the grease is hot enough, you can
fry anything. Have a great afternoon.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Number 5.
That's 6.
Huh?
That's 6. Hit the stop button.
That's 5.
That was 6.
She can't count.
Hit the stop.
She rode the short bus. She can't count.
Hit the stop button.
Bye, y'all.